Okay, so I am now ready to cut the vinyl. I've got all my pieces cut and on the mats. I only have 3 mats that I can use, so I've got the first 3 ready to go, and then I have the vinyl over here to stick on after I'm done. So, sorry, I gotta hold it to make this happen. So I'm gonna click on the first mat because I wanna make sure that's the one it starts cutting. I'm gonna hit continue, charge my Cricut, I'm gonna hit open. How does this zoom in so far? I'm gonna hit power.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
Let it come on. Make sure you change this dial. Make sure you change it so that it's on iron on. Thanks, Grayson. So it'll be on iron on. Make sure it's on iron on.
There you go.
Okay, and your Cricut machine, you'll come over. You'll select the Air Bluetooth. Let it load. It's gonna tell you, it's telling you, okay, I'm cutting mat 1. Your material is set to iron on, so it knows that your Cricut is set to iron on. So then it gives you this warning, make sure mirror is turned on. You can come over here and look, mirror is on. Okay, so then you take your first mat here, come over to your machine, see how this little light is flashing, line it up with the 2 tabs there, and push this little, and it'll suck the mat in there. Okay, and then the little Cricut light is flashing. You're gonna hit that Cricut light, and it's gonna start cutting for you. If you come over here and look at your computer, it'll tell you how much it has left to do. It doesn't give you a time, it gives you percentage wise, so you can get a pretty good idea. A lot of times I'll print them and then just kind of walk away until they're done. So we let it finish printing, cutting. And I'll show you how to take them off. The biggest part for this one is making sure that you have the right color on and the right size piece of vinyl on the mat that you stick in there. So before you put a mat in the machine, especially if you're printing or you're cutting multiple pieces of vinyl, you always want to make sure it is going to cut whatever is white. So like that one is gray, this is white. So it's cutting this one, it's automatically going to cut this one next. So you can change that, you can click on whichever one you want. So I want to make sure that this mat is the one that I put in the machine next. As soon as this one's done, I'll stick that one in there, let it cut. It's the same process when it's done. This little light will flash. You push that, it'll unload it. Don't push it before or it will kick your vinyl out and mess everything up. It's a good way to mess up vinyl. You don't want to do that because it's pretty wasteful. So it's about halfway done. Why is it so zoomed in? And we're at 55%. So this one has a lot of curves and stuff, so it takes it longer to cut it. And there's 2 of them on here, so that's part of it too. So I wasn't real confident with the size of the way the sizes looked on the Cricut Design Space versus what they're going to look like on a shirt. So I just got one of the shirts out, laid it out. I got Lance's because it was the biggest. Laid it out, and then I just grabbed a ruler, and I know that these are 9, so I got that about in the middle of the shirt roughly, and then they're about 6, so I know it's going to come this big to about this big. I'm visual, so I need to see it, so I think that's going to be plenty big enough. Okay, so it says unload material, 100% done. Then at the top you can dismiss, don't mess with that. So come over to your machine, hit the little arrow, spits it out for you. And you can set that one over here. Grab the next one. See, it says now it's going to cut 2. Base mirror to iron on. Make sure your mirror is on. It is. So I'm going to grab that next piece, that next mat. Put it in there. Make sure it's under those little white tabs. And then I'm going to hit the little arrow. It's going to suck that in. Make sure I did it. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then the Cricut light will flash. Hit it and it will start cutting. So then I want to come over here and I want to peel this off. So the easiest way to do that is to flip your mat over. Sorry, I can't see. Okay, so you're going to flip your mat over and grab one of the corners, lay it down on the table, and roll it up. These mats are pretty flexible. And just work it off of there. And then since I don't have enough mats, I need to put my next one on. I can check with my Cricut which one that's supposed to be. I know it's red, so I'm going to go ahead and line up the tops. And don't worry, if you get it stuck down, like I have this one stuck down. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to peel it up. I just want to line up the tops. And then the top's lined up. So then I can just smooth it down. It's okay. Like there's some bumps in mine. Those won't show up. It's fine. Those are all fine. So I'm going to finish cutting those and then I will come back and show you how to weed them and get them ready to put on shirts.